Well, hey there, guys. Clicks in here with another fishing story. It's spring here in Nova Scotia, and spring means the winter flounder are available. Now, they can't be caught just anywhere, but I happen to know a special place. It's remote. It's a little rough getting there, but totally worth it. It even has some fancy facilities. The water here is crystal clear and ice cold. The tide was pretty high when I got there. This particular side is very shallow. And as you follow the coastline around, it becomes a much deeper channel. But we want the shallow side, because that's where the flounder are. I'm using two rods. I'm using my big ocean rod here with a great big reel on it. Really just because it's good for casting out far. I can put a heavy weight on it. The rig I'm using is a sliding sinker with a treble hook on the end. And I do have a dropper a little higher up, so I can put another hook on it. Right there. And for bait, I have to use clams. That's what they go for. Got my ultra fancy rod holder. And what you do is just bait up, cast out, and watch your rod tips. It's a waiting game, but it's a beautiful day. Sometimes the bite is very subtle. You can barely see the rod tip move, but you know when you got one. And here we go, the first winter flounder of the season. This one was the smallest one I caught, but still. Beautiful fish. Every once in a while it'll hit a snag. There'll be floating seaweed going by and it'll catch that. And so you end up reeling it in and recasting. And then waiting some more. You can visibly see the tide going out here. It moves very quickly in this area. Keep an eye on the rod tips and you'll see the action. Fish on! Another beauty. You can see that my original weight fell off, so I ended up tying a stone to the end of my line. And I still caught a fish on it. I like the MacGyver stuff, I guess. Great fish. Ugly fish. Keep an eye on the rod tip of the rod that's still out there. While I was turned away, it started going nuts. Yeah, fish on. Don't even know it yet. There we go. Big beauty. Hole in the bag. That's never good. Good thing I brought a crate. And because I decided to use the crate, I thought, well, I'll just hang on to my rod. This is also another way you can fish for flounder. You don't need to use a rod holder. The bite is definitely more obvious when you're holding it. Big fish. Heavy. Well, 4 is plenty, so I'm gonna head home and get ready to prepare them for the table. Well, here's the catch. Not bad, not bad. This is the biggest one. He's pretty good size, I'd say. Maybe about 3 pounds. Gonna fillet them here. It's kind of gruesome for YouTube, so I'm not going to show that, but it's basically you just cut along the spine, which is, it's a funny looking fish because they swim like this. They're very camouflaged. They're born upright like a regular fish, sort of like this, and their eye actually migrates to the other side, so they have weird eyes that are kind of lopsided, and their mouth stays in the same orientation, so it's kind of sideways. Bizarre fish. Very camouflaged, like I said. As long as your bottom is down. Alright. Well, I'll get to work. Some homemade apple cider braised leeks. some homemade waffle cut potatoes. Egg wash station. And the result. Fantastic. Thanks for watching.